Yeah, so we are gonna start with this one. Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Ken Digest and I'm coming live from Kenya in East Africa, and I just want to invite you all, for those that are new, please subscribe to the channel. We are on a road to 5,000 subscribers, and for my returning viewers, I'm so grateful for you guys always passing by to support. It's a morning over here. I know some of you, maybe wherever you are, because we are coming from different continents, maybe some of you it's still at dawn. For us it's still it's early in the morning. It's so cloudy, and because we are in the period of for the planting period, I mean, and the rains are starting to come down, and for that reason today I've decided to plant a Christmas tree. Actually, this is the second Christmas tree that we are planting over here, and I'm seeing my dad is cutting down the overgrowth on the fence. Let me just go and show in a little bit. And because it's starting to rain, it's better to just chop up. You see, like these ones were we've been just shaping them into the correct shape that we want, because it's the rainy season, and if you leave them they'll overgrow. Like this part, if you see this part, you see it's not well done. It was well done, but because of the rain it has overgrown. That's why my dad is just shaping the fence on this side, so that when this period of high rainfall ends, the fence will be still in good shape. Because if you leave it like this, snakes will start coming in and staying. So this is the part that is slashing. Is over there, is in white. Yes, so it's a fence made up of flower. It's a combination of a lot of colors. If you look at this one, you have a combination. This one is white, serrated white with the green. This one I don't know the color, I'm a little bit colorblind. This one's over here, green, if I'm not wrong. Yes, so it's just flashing. He's using a ladder just to shape it. So he has shaped the upper part of the fence, and he's moving towards the lower part. Yeah, so we'll leave him to continue so that we can go and plant our Christmas tree. We had 4 of them in the nursery. We had planted one. Today's the second one we are planting. 2 are remaining, and we are yet to plant them because we are just doing some calculations on where to plant them, because our compound is still our kitchen garden. So you have to make keen arrangements first. You shouldn't just plant them anywhere. Yeah, so that's why we've been planting them each at a time. The one that we started was this one. We had already planted it, and some of you noticed that we didn't give it enough space, so we decided to just spread it so that it can the meshes, I mean, so that this one can have more space. So we are gonna plant the other one. It's not planted yet. Yeah, so we're gonna plant them in the same line. We had already dug it with my dad, and this is where it should be planted, where the stick is. Yeah, so with the help of my cousin over here, maybe you can say hi before we start.
Hi guys.
Yes, so he's the cameraman for today. Yeah, are gonna start with this one. Yeah, so we are gonna start with this one. Plant it. Tutoe hii cup. Ama tuiplant tuipande na
tutoe hiyo nini
cup. Yeah, so we are just going to remove a little bit. So this is the part where we should plant it. Yeah. So I'm gonna remove a few soil first before we plant it. So tutai fence. So first you watch me from the screen. No? Remove and just come close. Remove this one. Yeah. There. Then gonna be so because of the livestock, you're just gonna finish it. Fence it, you're gonna take this one. Yes, because this is the one available. We're gonna take it, then try to secure this first, just like that. Yes. Yeah. Put it over here. a few reinforcements like this. Yeah, just a few. And which one should we take again? So I think we are done. We've just placed a few protection keys that can protect it, the smaller sticks, but I know with time we'll be forced to look for a mesh just to surround all of it. Yeah, so should we pour water? Should we pour water on it? Yes, so I think let's go and look for water. Inang Wakidawi. What's your name? Bernardo Chien. And you? And you? And you? You are in grade 2. Grade 2.
Yes.
Sa. Bye bye. What do you want to become when you grow up? What do you want to become? What do you want to become? What do you want to become? Idwa bedango kibedo ngama duong. Police. Ama daktari.
Police.
And you?
Pilot.
Pilot.
Yeah.
And you?
Daktari.
Doctor. Sa. So we are done. We are done shaping the fence, and actually my dad was the one cutting it, and he told me that I should let him cut because there's a certain height and way that he usually cut them, so I just left him to complete it. It's just a small place. It was only this fence. This other one will start another day. And while we were here, there were some kids that I've shown you that were coming from school. Actually they are going for lunch, and the primary school is just a few meters. It's up there. That's where I went when I was in primary. And while we were just standing here on the road, because we were just next to on the road, my camera was in the pocket, and one of them said that I should take a picture of them. I don't know how they knew that I was carrying a camera, so I decided just to ask them a few questions, maybe what they wanted to do when they grow up, and I even asked them their names. One of them was shy. I think he was hungry because, you know, it's lunchtime, and I think the grade 2 students, they don't usually go back after lunch because the school doesn't give lunch. So when it's a lunch break, everyone goes back home, takes lunch, and goes back to school, and that's how we used to do it back then. And fortunately by then my mom used to have an hotel. We have some shops up there just on the shopping centers. I haven't shown you yet because we closed the hotel. It's an hotel, a shop, and a portion mill in one building. Yes, and we closed it because we had to relocate from home. We went to I think by that time we were staying in Baringo County, still in Kenya, so that's why we had to close. And that period I was in high school, yeah. So when I went to campus, my parents came back home and they haven't opened it yet, so it's still there, still closed, even the shops and the portion mill. But hopefully one day I might take you there. It's a family business, so they opened it and they just closed it some few years ago. But the portion mill was closed like I think last year, yeah. But we are yet to reopen it because there's no one to really sustain the business, because the person who was sustaining the shops and the portion mill were my grandparents, and now they are of age. They can't really do business. It's only up to us. Maybe if one day we want to, we can just go and reopen them. My parents, I doubt if they can go back. So it has been left for us. Maybe if you are interested, we can maybe one day just pack the shop with the stuff. Then yeah, maybe hopefully one day I'll show you. Yeah, so that was the school I went to. That's where I schooled in my, from back then it was classes, but nowadays they've changed it. It's now grade, so grade 1 up to grade 8. But back then was we have PP1, PP2, and PP3. I don't know, but I'm confused. It's a new curriculum, but back then we used to go, it was classes. Yeah, so that's where I did my class 8. There's a national exams for always class 8 students. Then after that you go to high school. After high school you go to campus, and that, yeah. So I just wanted to know what they wanted to become when they grow up, because they're still young. They are in grade 2. and they were confused because I was asking them in English. I kind of thought maybe they were shy to answer, but I know they know English. So some of them told me they wanted to be doctors, some pilots, yeah. And I think that's a good thing to aspire to be, because even for me I didn't really want to. I wanted to become a businessman, because when I was in class 8, class 7, around that time, I was more interested in business. So when I was in high school, I wanted to do economics. Then I found myself doing it in campus, yeah. So while I was growing up, I wanted to be a businessman because I liked it. I wanted to own my business, yeah. So, and now I'm over here, I'm a YouTuber. So I think life really changed along the way. You can't really say that I want to become this and this and this. It's just maybe if you put your mind and effort on it, I know you can become, because the end goal of all is to become successful. Whether you are a doctor, whether you are a YouTuber or a teacher, the end goal is to become successful and sustain yourself, sustain your life, your family, yeah. So I think for them, they'll go for lunch and they won't come back to school until tomorrow, yeah. So that's how most of the schools in the villages works. They don't provide lunch. It's only for the teachers, and for the grade 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, they come back home for lunch. I think it's because it's 1, when it reaches 1 p.m, there's a lunch break for 40 minutes to 1 hour, something like that. Then you go back to school, then come back again in the afternoon, yeah. So that's how it is over here. And yeah, so this is the part that we've done. That was just a short Be Free. Maybe one day I should take you guys to the primary school that I went. It's just near, it's not far away. It's just like if I walk maybe 5 minutes or even 3, it's just a short distance. But maybe one day I can just go over there and just show you the old place where I started learning, and all of the classes, the compound, yeah, everything, yeah. But that's for another day. Today we were just doing our entrance, because this is our gate. So we were just making sure, because it's really raining, we were cutting the overgrowth, as I had said, just to make sure the fence is neat, free from snakes, because snakes are the most common, especially the greener one. The good thing with the green snake, the green mamba, the green mamba, it doesn't bite. Actually, it's afraid of people. When it hears you passing around, it camouflage, because it's green and then the environment is also green. It likes camouflaging, so it goes and hide. The only time it can bite, it's when you step on it, then it will bite you. So that's why that's the reason why we were just making the fences neat and free from snakes, yeah. So I think my dad has done a remarkable job. I was here just in case he wanted help, but it seems like he was getting everything done by himself, yeah. So our entrance is neat, so I'll just close the gate. Yes, so I'm now in the compound. This is where we've been doing the construction for the most part, yeah. We are now left with the roof. We are making a few arrangements. We have trees to cut, so for timber we don't really have much problem, because we have our local timber that we had grown. I think there are almost, some were planted when I was, I think young, less than maybe 6 years and below. So they are huge. Some were planted when I was not even born, and some we planted in 2018. Yes, 2018. So for the timber, it's not much of a big deal for us. The only thing that we are really putting time and calculation is the roofing, and we have decided on the roofing, which is MRM. There's a company called MRM, and which produces very unique and good iron sheets, or even tiles. They produce varieties of tiles, because there's a certain type of tile known as Decra, though it's really expensive. And if you put it on the house, it will really cost, and it will take time. And we also have tile, the normal tiles. They also produce it, and we also have the iron sheets. Yeah, so for now we are still doing the calculations. We haven't really come into conclusion on the type of roofing that we will make, because now we are still looking at the cost of the timber and the cost of the not the timber but the iron sheet, the cost of the roofing, whether iron sheet, tiles, yes. And once we figure out which one is more durable and cost effective, I think we'll go and buy it, because the most important thing is the cash. Once you have the cash, you can now decide on the type of roofing to put, because there's some roofing, if you put them, the cost of installation can be much higher than the cost of the roofing. So that's what we are trying to navigate around and see the way forward. Yes. So in the morning, we planted a Christmas tree, and I think my dad is one. I don't know whether it's my dad or my mom. These were the side beams that we were using on the lintel. So some of them are still intact like this. So I think someone placed it all round so that it cannot be affected or eaten by our livestock, especially the calves and the sheep. Yeah, and I think it's a good idea. The rains are coming. It's raining. Yesterday it rained. The other day it drizzled. So when we plant anything, especially the trees that we want, they will grow without any disturbance. Yeah, so it's been a good job. These other ones were also trimmed. If you look, they have been trimmed. This one too. Yeah, so we've been just doing some of the work in the compound, making sure that our flowers are in good shape. Yes. boca. Spade. So we were just finishing this part that we dug out the log. It's raining. It has been raining since for the past 3 days. It has been really raining. So we wanted to just add some soil from the house, the concrete and the debris that were still in the house. There's still some remaining, but because of the rain, it's almost raining, it's windy with a not even a few, so many dark clouds. So we weren't able to get them all. It might start raining anytime from now, and it's almost 5:30 in the evening. So I think for the remaining debris we'll collect some other day, but for today we just wanted to stamp this place, embed the gravels. It's a mixture of cement, not cement but concrete. If you say this was concrete, mixture of concrete, we have bricks and we have stones. The stones that were left when we were crafting the stones. These are smaller pieces of stones, so we just embedded them here so that it can stick to the ground, and the surface runoff cannot affect this area, because if the water comes here and goes down into the roots that were initially holding the log, it might go beneath the house. And we've been building the house for like 2.5 to 3 months, so we wouldn't want anything bad to happen. It can really take us back, so we are just taking precautions so that we can continue building without any incident. Because I can remember some time back when we were making the bricks, we had an incident that occurred, and we wouldn't want any of such cases to occur again. Yeah, so I think for today it's so windy. If you see, the trees are moving because of the rain, the wind. Yes, and I'm so glad it's raining, because we really need water. Yesterday we were digging out the borehole, just looking for water. We've been doing it for quite some time, because I remember the first video I did was like 2 weeks ago, when we were not even 2 to 3 weeks ago, when we were just digging out the borehole. And also yesterday, my previous video, we did a video where we were just digging down so that we can have water that can sustain us, not even for us but also for our cattle, and even for domestic use in the compound. So if it rains, it will be a really good idea. I'm with my cousin who was helping me around, just making sure that this place was really good and in a nice way. And I think from now it's a little bit better than the way it was, and I'm so happy for the little progress that we've made over here. It's little, but it can do much. It can bring a very big difference. Yes, so I think that will be my video for today. It's been an awesome day. It's really cold. It's like it's raining in the neighboring villages. It's really cold, and I think within no time the rain will start pouring down. And for that reason, I'm just wanna take this time just to appreciate you all. For those that have watched till this part, I'm so grateful for you guys, always coming to support. And if you have not yet subscribed, and maybe you've watched till this part, please subscribe. We are on a road to 5,000 subscribers, and I know it can happen. Yes, so I'll just tell you guys to take care of yourselves wherever you are, wherever continent you're coming from. Just take care of yourselves, your families, your friends, anybody close to you, so that we can meet in my next video. Especially your health. Take care of your health. So important. So bye bye.